it's ZerO and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be opening up a total of 14 items, including 2 Kinder Joy chocolate surprise eggs, 1 Zelf mystery container, and 11 blind boxes. Now we're going to start the video off by opening up the Buff Monster blind box first. Now this is going to be the Ice Cream Flavorways minifigures by MindStyle, and if you look at the side of the container you can kind of see some of the different figures that you can get. Let's go ahead and open this up and see who we get for our very first blind box of the video. And we got a green one. I'm wondering if this is like supposed to be mint. We'll see what we got here. So this is gonna be our first little guy. Now these are not like fluffy or anything like that. This is hard plastic. And it says on the back, Buff Monster, nothing on the bottom. And it's kind of like a weird little figure, and it's a little pointy on the top. So you have to be kind of careful with these. But if you notice, he's got 3 eyeballs and a little smiley face. So that's a really cute figure. We'll set him down. Next up, we have the Tales of Ceres. So this is going to be the different Tales series. And if you look at the side here, some of the different figures that you can get. And if you notice, everything's in Japanese. So I don't read Japanese. I have no idea what it says. The only English on the box is right there. Well, I guess there's right there as well. But let's go ahead and open this up. And this is going to be the figure that we get. So here's a closer look at our little guy. There he is on the box. He's also on the little flap at the top right there. And then here's going to be a closer look at the figure. He's got a pretty cool cape and a sword. And let's go ahead and set him down. And let's open up a dunny next. So this is going to be the Sideshow series. Here's a look at one side. Here's a look at the other. Now there is a mystery figure in this one. And let's get this opened up. And I haven't opened up a dunny Sideshow blind box in a very, very long time. So let's see who we got. So he looks a little bit like an ape. I don't know if that's what he's supposed to be or not. But he is the 2 and 20 that's located right there in the corner. And does he have a name? I guess they don't have names. But this series, as you can see right there, is from 2013. And again, to me, he looks kind of like an ape. Trying to figure out what's going on right there, because it looks like a face with teeth right there, like a walrus, and then you flip it around and there's another face. So an upside down face for this one. And oh, okay, wait a minute. So what's on the back here? So it looks like he's got kind of 2 heads right here. So there's a front and a back to this one. That is very strange. He's even got a face on the back right there. So there's a total of 4 faces, maybe even more than that, because it looks like there's eyes there and there. Wow, so there's a lot of faces on this little dunny. Okay, set him down, and let's go ahead and open up a Kinder Joy egg. Now this is for girls, and as you can see, it's a little cracked. It's kind of an older Kinder Joy egg. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. Let's see how old this chocolate looks. Oh wow, look at that. So the chocolate, if you notice, it kind of looks, it looks a little bit like a snowfall, like snowflakes have built up on it. So definitely don't want to eat that. Go ahead and get the toy opened up on this one. And oh no, we got another one of these. So we got this in the last video, and basically all it is, it's like a little keychain that you can color with. So it's got this little like crayon right here, and if you notice, you kind of have to push hard. I don't know if I can do it off the table. Well, yeah, there it is. So you can see it's a little red right there. It's kind of hard to see in the camera, but let me see if I can just color around it. There we go. So that's pretty much all that is. So let's see what the other Kinder Joy egg. Now this one's for boys, so I have a feeling this one will be different. Should get a different toy inside of this one. Yeah, we definitely did. So this one looks like a top that you spin. So I'll go ahead and get that put together and we'll see what it does. So this is actually a pretty cool toy that you can get out of one of these eggs. So this right here, if you notice, has some numbers that go around the side. And this piece, the fan, actually has a hole in one of the blades so that you can actually see the numbers through the fan. And the way this works is you have to blow on the top of it and it's going to make it spin. So it probably would have spun a lot easier if my fingers weren't in the way. So now that we've had our fun with the Kinder Joy eggs, let's go ahead and move back to the blind boxes. So this is going to be the Donatella blind box, which is going to be some of the figures you can see on the sides of the box. Now this one doesn't actually show you exactly what you're going to be getting inside of this, but it's usually going to be a donut. And let's see what we get for this figure. And these are plushes. Oh wow, so we did not get a donut this time. So we actually got a cat, and if you notice, the cat has a little tiny donut wrapped around her tail, and she's got some little sprinkles on her head. That's actually a really cute figure. That might be the best figure that I've gotten out of this blind box, and I guess I'm wrong because the cat actually is on the side of the box. It's been quite a while since I opened one of these. But it does say right there, this is not a toy, this is collectible art. So with this thing, as you can see, you can hang it from the wall, the ceiling, or anything that you want to hang something from. And moving on along, we have the Mini Tendo. Now these are the Super Nintendo blind boxes. And if you notice, there are some mystery figures that you can collect, but here's a look at the back of the box. These are some of the different figures. Now, there was 2 series of this. I'm thinking this is series number 2. I was looking at it and it said series, and then you see the little 2 fingers right there. So there is an original series, and then there's this one. And I'm looking to see, is this, okay, it does have a date. So this was made in 2013. And these actually come with 2 blind bags, so make sure you get both out. And inside of here we got Snow Nuff. Okay, and this is like an ice cream cone, and it says who's the baddest, and the baddest shave ice in town. So he's actually like shaved ice, and right there he is. He's a 3 in 20, so he's not like a rare. And then you get these other little pieces right here, which are the feet and the hands. So I'll go ahead and get them put together real quick, and we'll see what it looks like. So there's our completed cartridge, and I can't remember if I showed you guys the back or not, but on the back it says Oni Coney, and it's got a little rainbow, and it says .com on there. And just as kind of a size comparison, there you go. So there's the 2 side by side. And you know, I've gotten some really cool cartridges out of those series, but that's probably not one of my more favorite ones. Moving on along, we have the Zelfs. So this is going to be, what year is this? Does it have a date on it? So let's see, no date. So I don't know, but this, I want to say this is about 4 years old, I think. And inside, wow, inside we have somebody with like pinkish purplish hair. Okay, so it's like a pinkish purple Zelf, and as you can see, they have little wings. And I'm trying to see what the symbol is. It's a little Z that's tattooed right there. And this one has some glitter on it. Here's a closer look. And the hair on this one is so big that it's actually, it's kind of hard to even fit it in the camera when it's that close. But there you go. There is our little Zelf. Next up, we have the series number 2 Fortune Pork, and this is one series that I really like so far. At least I've only opened one, but I really like the figure that we got out of there. So there's a look at the back. Now in the last video, which one did we get? We got Rough, you know, I said Ruffy, but I think it was Rough T with a T on it. But let's go ahead and get this opened up. Very colorful blind box. Whatever this is, it feels kind of small. And this one, yeah, there's that tear strip, but it's not wanting to work with me. We got a pink one, and making sure there's nothing else in there. Oh, wait a minute. So we do have the little flyer that goes with it. So it looks like this time we got Frosty, as in Frosty the Snowman. So for Frosty, it says, Frosty's a cool customer with a fruity lick. He'll give your mojo a refreshing blast, but if you overdo it, you'll risk getting a dose of the dreaded brain freeze. So definitely don't want to eat ice cream too fast, or you do get those brain freezes. Now on the back, it says Frosty Friends, and it's got a little snowflake on it. So that's a pretty cute one. And again, these are hangers, so you can hang them wherever you'd like. So we have a couple hangers out here today. Next up, we have the DC Universe. This is the Mini Mezits. And in the last video, we got Harley Quinn, this one right here, which was a 14%, not one of the more rare ones. And there is a mystery figure, a 1 out of a 100 chance of getting. And this was the blind bag that did not have a tear strip, so I had to use the scissors on it. And for this one, looks like we got the Black Superman. So this one is a 10% chance, and he's kind of like a black and white Superman. And the only reason I even knew that was Superman was from the little S. If that hadn't have been there, I probably wouldn't have known who that was, because he has no cape, unlike the other Superman right there that does have a cape. So there he is. His head's a little loose. Seems like he wants to kind of fall off there. So set him down. And then next up, we have the Robotech Anniversary. Now this is one of those really hard to find blind boxes. This is from 2014. Here's some of the different figures that you can collect, and you do have to put these together. So when it comes right out of the box, usually the arms and the legs aren't attached. But in this case, they are. So I guess I'm wrong on that one. So let's go ahead and get this out. The last one or two of these that I've opened, I had to actually put them together, but apparently this one's a little different. Wow, you really get quite a bit of paper inside of there. So here's a look at them, and I'm trying to remember if these can be posed. Okay, they cannot, but they do fall apart very easily. So I guess that's why I remember putting them together. I guess they come together inside of the blind box, but they can fall apart pretty easily. Now on the side right there, it says UN Spacey, and wow, his actual little face, the little glass plastic piece right there that goes across his face is pretty cool. That's a really neat figure. I like that one. And on the back right there, it says 1985, 2014. So this Robotech stuff is from 1985 originally. All right, so moving on along, we have the Dunny Art of War. And here's a look at one side. Here's a look at the other. These three on the bottom look really cool. I can't remember if I've ever gotten one of those, but I'd like to get that red one right there. And you know, I'm looking at those. I think I did get one of those at some point. Let's go ahead and open this up. And inside we got one with hair. Okay, so I think we got one of the ones I was pointing at that I said I wanted to see, which is really cool. So here's a look. I'm thinking it's this. No, wait a minute. It's not that one. Where is this guy? I don't even see him. Actually, it's got to, yeah, it is this guy. For some reason, it does not show the little hair on the top of his head. And he has a little sword, so I'll get him put together real quick. So here's a look at our guy, and you know, his face kind of looks a little bit like a duck, kind of like a dark-winged duck thing going on here. But if you look really hard, you can see that his hands and his feet are clear, and it looks like his mouth right there, you can actually see through it a little bit. It's really hard to tell on the camera, but you can actually see through it. And right here, it's got this little card that goes with him. It looks a little bit like Samurai Jack in a way. But here's a look at both sides of that card, and that's just a really nice looking dunny. I really like that one a lot. So there's the little hair piece. It looks kind of like horsehair or something going on right there, but we'll set him down. And moving on along, we have the Star Wars Vinylmation Series #1. This is the original, the very first Star Wars series, and this is from 2010. So this is a pretty old one, and there is a Darth Vader in there. I'm pretty sure, I think that's Han Solo right there in the side corner right there. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes with these figures, but that definitely looks like Han Solo. And let's see who we get today. And oh wow, we got Darth Vader. So he's definitely the easiest one to tell as far as what you get. So I'm wondering, does it say their names on the bottom? It does not say their name, but that's definitely, without a doubt, Darth Vader, who's right there on the corner. Here's a closer look at Mr. Vader with his red lightsaber. And no cape though, which is kind of an interesting choice. You'd think that they would have put a cape on him, but no cape. Alright, so moving on along to our final blind box, we have the Vinylmation Nursery Rhymes. So here's a look at the side of the box, or the back, whichever side it is, I don't know, but there's a look at the different figures that you can get. The three mice are pretty cool. The Mickey Mouse with the star on his face is really cool too. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. This feels kind of heavy, whatever it is. I don't know if it's just a standard one or not, but it feels heavy for some reason. So let me see just for a second. Yeah, they're about the same weight, but for some reason that felt just a little heavy to me. So it looks like we got the cat and the fiddle, I believe is what this is. This is the Hey Diddle Diddle. So the cat with the fiddle, as you can see, he's got the little fiddle piece right there. I don't know what that's called. I'm not a musical type person, but there is the cat and the fiddle. And there's his fiddle. It's on this back right there, and it looks like it's being held with his tail, which is wrapped around it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video for today. If you did, be sure and press that like button. If there's a specific blind box or surprise pack that you want to see more of in the future videos, just comment below. I do read the comments. This is ZerO, and as always, thank you guys for stopping by.